I think a lot of us can agree that they still need another outfielder. I don't think that that outfielder would be joining the Padres in Korea and starting if they signed them, today or within the next, 48 hours or whatever. Like that's going to take some time, but they'd be there the 28th, the home opener, and be playing then. With the Profar injury, I'm not sitting here like, okay, now they definitely should go get another bat. I was saying that before the Profar ankle thing. It seems like he's fine, but I did see a little bit of that reaction there that, oh, now they need to go get an outfielder definitely because of the Profar thing. Profar should be a bench utility guy. He should not be starting every day in left field. Now, if we're a month into the season and he's playing really well and this is like 2022 Jurickson, okay, then maybe. But right now, coming off the year that he had, I want more offense there. And I know that Tommy Pham is not a left-handed hitter, but he's still out there. And look at what is happening. Michael A. Taylor signs with the Pittsburgh Pirates, 1 year, $4 million. Adam Duvall signs with the Atlanta Braves, 1 year, $3 million. That's it. I mean, AJ Preller goes and makes a big deal in C-Steel. Like, he's trying to win, right? What's another $3 million? They're not near the luxury tax. They have room to spend. So why can't they spend $3 million on Adam Duvall? Now, maybe they tried, and Adam Duvall was more comfortable with the Atlanta Braves because he's played there before, and he's like, yep, I'm just going to go there. He knows the people there, the coaching staff, because it's remained mainly the same, teammates, all that. But, I mean, the Padres couldn't outbid the Braves on that. They couldn't give Adam Duvall $4-5 million if that's what he wanted. And so the Braves get him. Michael A. Taylor, I'm not super mad at. Like, Jackson Merrill is the starting center fielder. I'm on that train. If it works out, that's awesome. If it doesn't work out, then they'll just go to Jose Azocar. And that's going to be that. I mean, we know that their plan since the beginning of spring training essentially was we're riding with Jackson Merrill, whether it happens, whether it works out or it does not. And so we're going to find out. By the way, Jackson Merrill wearing number 3. Love it. Khalil Green's number. My favorite Padre when I was a little kid. So that's cool to see. And hopefully he continues some great play in that number 3 jersey. So, yeah, obviously he's on the roster. Michael A. Taylor, getting back to him, like, yeah, Merrill's the center fielder. So I was not, mad about this because I know what the Padres' plan is. And so for them to sign Michael A. Taylor, that wouldn't make a whole lot of sense. Who knows if he's going to perform like he did offensively for the Twins last year? Is he going to do that this year when he's playing at Petco Park? And they want to see what Jackson Merrill can give to them in center field. And Michael A. Taylor would be blocking him. I don't think they'd sign Michael A. Taylor to just put him on the bench. So, and how much of an upgrade is Michael A. Taylor over Jose Azocar if the Padres are assuming that Michael A. Taylor's offensive numbers are going to go down because he's playing at Petco Park? When Jose Azocar, he can play center, can play multiple outfield positions, fan favorite, teammate favorite as well. I think the Padres are one of many teams this offseason that have been like, we've got someone here already in our organization. We know them. They know us. How really much of an upgrade is this guy that's a free agent on a 1-year deal over the guy that we have? Is it worth it to spend millions of dollars on this guy when we can just go with the cheap, less than $1 million, I think is what Azocar is probably making this year? We can just go with that as our 4th outfielder. And we can go with Profar for $1 million. Why go with someone else? I hope that's not what they think about Profar and Tommy Pham, because I think Tommy Pham is an upgrade. Adam Duvall, the Padres, I'm sorry. Look at the year that Adam Duvall had last season. The Padres could not, and Duvall's a right-handed hitter. I understand that. But the Padres couldn't use 20 home runs. Duvall hit 21 home runs this past year, a 119 OPS plus, 834 OPS. You compare that to Jurickson Profar, 80 OPS plus last year, 689 OPS, 9 home runs, a negative 1.3 baseball reference WAR. Duvall's was 1.6. And Duvall was hurt. really good start to the year. He got hurt when he was playing with the Boston Red Sox. He can play all three outfield positions, I believe. He was playing some center with the Red Sox. So I know it's a righty, but that's cheap. Is Tommy Pham going to go that cheap? The Padres, if they bring Tommy Pham in, they may end up spending more money than what they could have spent on Adam Duvall. So I know I keep making these videos and keep giving my thoughts about how Padres see this outfielder go to another team, and I should probably just accept that, okay, there's no one coming. But I am holding out a little bit of hope because Tommy Pham continues to get connected with the Padres. The Padres keep getting connected with Tommy Pham. Robert Murray of Fanside had just put out something today as well, mentioning Tommy Pham and saying how the Padres have been interested in Tommy Pham. It feels like the Padres are the only team that keeps getting connected to Tommy Pham. And it feels like that's the no-brainer spot for Tommy. I just don't know how much money Tommy is asking for and how much money the Padres want to give Tommy, if they're willing to give money to Tommy. And they've expressed interest, so I'm assuming that they have a number that they've offered to Tommy, and he wants more than that. But Tommy, he should probably see that, Adam Duvall signs for $3 million. Michael A. Taylor signs for $4 million. If you want 10, Tommy, I don't know if you're going to get that. You're probably not going to get that from anyone. JD Martinez, not an outfielder, DH, but he's still out there as well. He's not going to get as much money as he wanted. That bar that Scott Boras set for him, it's not going to cross that, I would not imagine. So I wonder where these guys are going to end up. Blake Snell's still out there. Obviously, that has nothing to do with the outfield situation, and he's not coming to the Padres. But these guys are still out there, and I guess we got to remember for the rest of the league, it's still not super urgent for them to go sign someone. They might be waiting for an injury to happen before signing someone because they don't want to spend the money and if they don't need to go get that person because of an injury. But for the Padres, I mean, I think we're heightened with the urgency because it's March 15th and the season starts on the 20th. Maybe we should say, you know what, let's pump the brakes on it. Don't expect anything because they're not going to add to the roster. They're going to get through Seoul. They're all in Seoul right now. That's their focus. And then when that's over, maybe the Padres sign a Tommy Pham, someone like that, and he's good to go and come into Petco Park on March 28th, and he's good there. So maybe that's what's going to happen here, and we're going to have to wait and be patient. But as of now, it's the same thing with starting pitching. I didn't think that the starting pitching was going to have a new member in it. I didn't think there was going to be any addition there, but then AJ Preller went and made a huge splash. So maybe that's coming. So maybe we should expect some sort of splash from AJ. When in our heads, I think part of our heads are like, don't expect it. Like it hasn't happened. It's not going to happen. But look what happened with Dylan Cease with that splash. So we'll see. And it's not just for agency. For agency, it's more easy to talk about because we know like they're a free agent. They're available. These other guys, is Max Kepler available and for how much? Anthony Santander, Seth Brown, how much? Cedric Mullins, I don't think he would be, but how much? What is the price tag? That's why it's kind of harder to talk about trades. So we'll see. I'm keeping a little bit of hope, crossing my fingers still that there's gonna be an outfield addition. I don't know by opening day, but maybe early into the year if some of these guys still haven't signed and they need to find a team. Because right now I don't like the outfield depth. I mean, Jose Azocar, okay, that's cool as a depth outfielder. Profar, it's cool as a utility bench outfielder, but I'd rather have a better offensive player in left field. I hope that Profar proves me wrong. Please prove me wrong. Prove Padres fans wrong. I think most of the fan base thinks that they need an upgrade in left. Prove us wrong, please. I'd love to see Jurickson Profar play well. I love watching him play. I love the positivity that he brings. Speaking of positivity, I like the talent that's on this roster. I think they could use just a little bit more, though.